Hey everyone, it's me, the editor of Death Wish Poetry Magazine, King Loki himself. Just wanted to make a quick video, mainly addressing the year we just had, as well as the year that's coming up. I just wanted to say that Death Wish was something that I created at a very low point, and the past year, the three editions we have put out, as well as the podcast that we've been producing, have really it's really been affirming. It's really been wonderful, and I'm so happy to have been able to, highlight so many talented poets and writers, and as well as all the incredible people I've been working with. There's of course Ashley from Tucson Media who does our social media. There's Adrian, CA, Jack, and Ericka, my co-hosts on the podcast. And there's all you guys who read and submit to our magazine. It's been a really fulfilling year, and I'm so pleased with how Death Wish has grown, and I'm hoping that, this upcoming year, 2025, will be the year that we truly fester into something just dark and beautiful and wonderful. Looking forward to the next month's episode of Demon Toast, our podcast. It'll be myself, Adrian, CA, and a special guest discussing the dueling tarot decks of Aleister Crowley and Arthur Waite, the Thoth and the Rider Waite deck. These two decks. Dun dun dun. It'll be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it, Ashley's made a killer graphic for it, so that's fantastic. Oh, also, be sure, please, follow the new page. Follow this one. This is, chances are you're seeing this on Instagram. But if you're watching this on YouTube and you use Instagram, we have a new page on Instagram at Demon Toast Podcast. So, the YouTube version of this will have that below, so whatever. But no, for sure. Also, I'm really excited about the physical edition next year. In addition to our quarterly editions that we do on the website of our digital magazine, we're going to be having a physical edition. I'm not sure what we're going to call it yet. That's the next step, of course. But we're really excited to be experimenting with a physical magazine. And if you get published in it, you'll get a free copy because your work is in there and you're entitled to a contributor copy. Just to reiterate something I said before, we're doing it in such a way so that we're not doing what a lot of publications do, where they say we're putting out a physical edition and they put it out on Amazon. We're not doing that. I don't see the wisdom in charging my writers $14 for a copy of the publication with their book and their poem or story in it. We're doing it in such a way so that production is cheaper, so that we, Death Wish, can simply have the copies on hand to send you. So we might do an anthology in the future. We might publish a book through Amazon or something similar. But for now, the physical edition will be a magazine, and if you are published in it, you'll get a copy of it. We don't anticipate extra copies being more than $5, and we'll be advertising it for people to buy. That said, we're probably going to have a reading fee of not more than $3 because it's pretty hard to put together a magazine. I'll be honest, the digital edition's pretty hard to put together. And none of this stuff is cheap or free, The website alone is pretty pricey, so not more than $3 though. You'll submit after, after you've paid the fee. We'll be more than happy to take a look at your work for the physical edition, But that's the physical edition. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free to DM, feel free to email us. It's fine. We're always available. Speaking of which, we in the new year are looking forward to hopefully bringing on some new editors. to help with the digital edition. These would be people who would work directly with me and, would take a look at any submissions that were sent in. Details will be forthcoming, of course, but if you think that's something you'd be interested in, you feel free to reach out. I'm always listening. I'm also happy, I'm looking forward to the Writers Workshop series. Personally, I have not had a real community in a very, very, very long time. Like, I've been part of various digital things, but nothing consistent. Things tend to crash and burn, and Death Wish has had staying power, which makes me happy. So, that said, I would be very happy to have a group of writers who I meet with on a regular basis, who bring their writing, month after month, and, are looking for criticism and looking to give criticism. So, just like with the physical edition, information will be forthcoming in January on, in regards to the Writers Workshop. We've had a few people sign up already, but, looking forward to it. That will be free, by the way. The only thing I'm looking to really charge on would be the physical edition's reading fee, which is pretty negligible. Just wanted to mention that the Writers Workshop is free because I want to talk about the Patreon. We're starting a Patreon. It's already live, but we haven't, been very loud about it because we're still figuring out the specifics. However, people who subscribe to the Patreon for as little as $1 will get access to, our Discord, the zine that, an exclusive zine that me and the co-host will be putting together, and an exclusive video series called Monster Fangs, where me, Adrian, and other people will talk about monsters and media and pop culture. We're really excited about it. Our first episode is free. It's already on YouTube. We talk about the 3 Nosferatu movies that precede Robert Eggers' remake, which just came out on Christmas. We talk about the 1922 original, we talk about the 79 movie, and we talk about Shadow of the Vampire. 3 incredible movies that you should watch if you haven't seen. And, next month we'll be talking about The Wolfman and this really cool movie called Night Bitch. That'll be Patreon exclusive, so if you want to see that, you can support us for as little as $1. I mean, again, none of this is free, none of it's cheap, and I hate charging for content, but, we do want to build something that lasts, and we do want to continue to feature writers, and there's no better way to do it. You'll be supporting independent art at its core, What else? We'll have other shows as well. The zine we're really excited about, Adrian will make art, and me and the others will write essays on various things, and I don't know, if you like our content, it's more content. Also, I just want to mention the new page on Instagram. Do follow that because, me, CA, and probably Jack and Adrian and Ericka also will be posting stories and things and asking for your input, which we will then add to our episodes of the podcast, Right now, I posted a little story asking if anyone has thoughts on the Thoth Tarot deck or its competitor, the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which both of these, by the way, are published by the same company, so... it's like one company owns Marvel and DC, But, we would love your engagement, It seems like a fun thing. And I think my final announcement really is our interview series, If you're one of our writers, if we published you in any of our editions, reach out. We will be advertising this next month. In more detail. You're not going to miss anything. We will be very loud on both of our pages. But, I'm looking to interview anyone and everyone we published, It'll be an interview with myself, preferably. I will edit it and upload it to YouTube and Instagram. And, it'll be an opportunity for you to talk about your books, your aspirations, the piece we published, your did I say inspirations? Anything you really want to, But mostly the goal is to highlight you as a writer. So that's pretty cool. So just a review. There's next month's episode, which is about Aleister Crowley and Arthur Waite, and, the two most popular tarot decks, how they differ. Please follow the new page at Deathwish, at Demon Toast Podcast. The physical edition, the Writer's Workshop, our Patreon, with all of its various, Monster Fangs, Discord, the Zine, and other shows. The spring edition and all the other quarterly ones next year. Our call for new editors to assist with the magazine and other things. And the interview series. So, yeah, if all that sounds great, then great. But, again, I just want to thank you for being part of this incredible morbid journey that we've been on, Seeing people leave comments on the digital magazine, having people reach out and ask about our calls for submissions, seeing the submissions roll in, it's all just so wonderful. And, for everyone I've talked to and interacted with, everyone who's gotten a letter from me, even if it was a rejection letter, I really can't express how much it means to me. And if you did get a rejection letter, by the way, don't feel bad. You wrote a poem or a short story, and you sent it into a magazine. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I just want to thank you all of you, for being part of Deathwish. And, well, before I go, I do have one question. Feel free to weigh in, of course, but I'm thinking about getting another tattoo. My first tattoo is, of course, Evangelion 01 from, Neon Genesis Evangelion with the words Komochi wa Rui above it, which means lowest of the low. It's a reference to the movie. I got it at an incredibly low point. But I'm thinking about getting a new tattoo with Hellboy, Devilman, Beelzebubmon from Digimon, and my little character, Splinter, who's back there on my book. All of whom are demons, with the words, love your demons, at their feet, right? Because that's kind of our saying here, love your demons, write poetry. What do you think of that, though? There's no one better to ask than the writers I publish, right? The writers that I work with, right? So, if you have any thoughts, interested to hear them, but, please, I do encourage you, reach out if you have questions, comments, or concerns about anything and everything that I spoke about. And, love your demons. Make art, write poetry. Ave Satanis, I will see you in the new year. This train isn't stopping. Coffins are busting open. As George Lucas said, it's going to be great.